City of London, we have a vision. The vision of an even smarter mobility system. A system that is not only modernised to suit the growing demand, but one that is also founded in the human experience. We know that you've been hard at work planning for 2050, when the estimated 70% of the world's population will be living in cities. We know we don't have to tell you how that trend is already being seen and felt in modern-day London. And with London's population growing as rapidly as it is, we know we don't need to tell you about the impact that's having on the city's infrastructure, specifically the city's mobility systems. We've seen the big plans you've set for the next decade, not to mention the progress with your current expansion. And make no mistake, London is certainly continuing to uphold its century-long reputation for revolutionary mobility. But what if future plans for the world's most sophisticated metro system could go beyond just modernisation? What if they could peak at humanisation? Follow us on a journey to explore a design vision that goes just a bit deeper into the hearts and minds of those you hold so dear, all of us. We've done our research, and what we've learned from London's underground passengers is that while better reliability, more space, and train temperature are always a benefit for tomorrow's tube, travellers are needing a bit more. Our human-centred vision begins with a reimaginisation of the Oyster card. So we asked ourselves, why does it have to be a card at all? We'd like to introduce the reimagined My Oyster. My Oyster isn't just your average transport card. It's, well, an extension of you. It's your train fare, your profile, how you connect with those around you, how you avoid awkward moments on your journey, and how you know before even arriving at the station that TfL already has updated recommendations for your commute since your usual route has been disrupted. Imagine the tube experience not beginning with a queue or with a flustered passenger searching for their card. By leveraging long-range radio frequency identification technologies in our barriers, we remove the need for a physical tap. Passengers can simply walk past the barrier with a wristband or their card in a bag, which then flashes either green or red, depending on whether they have paid to travel. Now imagine connecting travellers in the most impactful of ways, the ways they wanted to be connected with each other. My Oyster goes further into the lives of London's tube passengers to be an extension of them, an experience that transforms the mundane and often isolating into something potentially meaningful by removing social obstacles and encouraging interaction. According to the latest National Travel Survey, Londoners spend on average 107 hours commuting each year. That's almost an entire working week, spent surrounded by others, but often in solitary, which may in some cases be preferred. But as we learned in our research, it's not always. My Oyster system and corresponding traveller app will allow passengers to set their profiles to connect with other carriage passengers in a number of ways. One is through a shared network of music, much like how an airline provides shared radio stations to all passengers on a flight. My Oyster will introduce available stations for passengers to connect to and share similar music experiences together. It will offer a way of connecting both on and off the train via linked social media accounts, so he doesn't have to be the one who got away. But don't worry, you can also go incognito if you prefer to remain anonymous. It will offer a way of telling others without actually telling others, yes, I am expecting, by setting your priority seating status and leveraging the latest technologies for smart furniture. Non-priority seating travellers are kindly alerted by vibration when there's a priority seat holder on the carriage who is in need. Now let's imagine beyond that. Imagine if TfL knew every passenger's home station and can then better predict their destination, and in turn could better predict capacity, even down to the specific carriage. With My Oyster data capture and barrier notifications, you could know the precise capacity of all your carriages, and in turn, offer your passengers alternative routes via the My Oyster app in order to keep down the flow of traveller congestion in real time. You see, My Oyster is about connection to people, connection to your journey. This is a vision of the future, a vision for a better way to spend those 100+ hours each year. And we're here today in hopes of helping you to fully realise the My Oyster system and what it can do for all of your London travellers, and what it can do for the City of London at large. Let's create a world of connection. Let's humanise the tube together.